The First World War, a conflict so vast that it pulled in millions of people from every corner of the world. But hidden inside this enormous story lies another story almost no one talks about. A story from the hills of northeast India. A story of ordinary Naga men, farmers, hunters, village workers, who traveled thousands of kilometers to a foreign continent to help Britain fight a war they had never even imagined. This is how the Naga Labour Corps changed World War I. In 1917, the British Empire was desperate. Their soldiers were dying in the millions, supplies were running low, and the Western Front in France was collapsing into chaos. They needed manpower, badly. Not soldiers, but workers. People who could carry ammunition, cut timber, build roads, repair trenches, and do the physically demanding labor that kept the war machine alive. So why did the British specifically want Naga laborers? First, the Nagas were known for physical endurance. British officers from the early 1900s, like J.H. Hutton and J.P. Mills, wrote about how the hill tribes could walk long distances without getting tired. Second, Nagas had incredible skill with tools, wood, and construction. Their traditional homes, morungs, granaries, everything showed craftsmanship. Third, the British trusted Naga loyalty. Even though there were clashes earlier, by 1917 many Naga communities had working relationships with British administrators, so the decision was made: recruit Nagas for the Labour Corps and send them to France.
We bring the King's law to these hills. Cooperate, and there will be prosperity for your villages.
The British began recruiting men from different tribes: Angami, Ao, Sema, Zeliangrong and others. Some volunteered for adventure. Some joined because village councils decided as a group. Some went because they trusted the British. Most had never seen a train or ship before. But now, they were about to cross the Indian Ocean. Their first stop was Dimapur. From there they travelled by train to Kolkata. Then, for the first time in Naga history, hundreds of men boarded massive ships and sailed for Europe. The journey took weeks, passing Sri Lanka, the Suez Canal, the Mediterranean Sea, and finally reaching the port of Marseille in France. When the Nagas stepped onto French soil, everything was different. The air was cold, the people spoke strange languages, and the sight in front of them was something no one back home could imagine. Endless trenches, burnt forests, exploded villages, bodies, rubble and smoke stretching for miles. Nothing in the Naga hills could prepare them for this, but they didn't panic. They adapted. The Nagas were assigned to labor units along the Western Front. Their responsibilities included cutting timber, transporting ammunition, building roads and railway lines, repairing trenches during heavy shelling, carrying injured soldiers, constructing supply depots, clearing debris after explosions. These tasks were incredibly dangerous. They worked under shell fire, freezing temperatures, poisonous gas, and constant threats of ambush. British officers later wrote that the Nagas worked calmly, even under bombardment. Their discipline made them stand out among many labor groups. Despite the horrors of war, the Nagas also had memorable experiences. They saw snow for the first time. They tasted French bread. They were surprised by European technology, cars, cranes, telephones. French villagers, equally curious, were fascinated by their traditional attire and ornaments. Some Nagas even performed dances for European soldiers during rest periods. Letters written by British officers mention the Nagas' cheerful behavior, lifting the morale of troops.
Throughout the world, throngs of people hailed the end of the war in Europe.
After the war ended in late 1918, most Naga laborers returned home by 1919. They brought back new ideas about the world, technology, and life beyond the hills. Their journey sparked a gradual change in Naga society. Villagers became more aware of global events. Many Labour Corps veterans later helped British administrators, became interpreters, or contributed to village development. Today, Their contributions remain one of the most extraordinary yet forgotten chapters in Naga history. The Naga Labour Corps didn't carry guns, they didn't fight on the front lines. But without them, and thousands of other labourers from across India, the Allied forces could not have sustained the war. Their courage deserves to be remembered.